Okay, I'm hoping this fixed it. It looks better. Okay. All right. So back to the scene. So I'm holding this sort of reflection of Maria, and then in this child's version, and she was sort of really damaged in some way. So I'm just holding her. It's bringing back a memory, an echoed memory from a separation too, a loss of a loved one that brought a really great deal of sadness. So Grandma Raquel's a really big deal because there's really a deep, loving bond that your souls have with one another. She is the most healing reflection you could possibly have chosen. And she is so healing for your soul too. And so she's like, I'm always here with you. It's like she loves you so much. I don't know if she passed on or if she's still in this lifetime, but her soul definitely adores you. Almost just wants to hold you when you're sad. It's just this sort of warmth that comes into my heart from all of this because of the sadness, that this echo is sort of this reflection of your soul is feeling right now. A trauma that just made it feel like she couldn't move on was literally what it means when she's sort of like trying to move and she can't go anywhere and she's just stuck in place and all this sort of chaos is going on. She's just something happened that was really sad, that hurt her, and she felt like she couldn't move on. So they're showing me how this sort of room is healing now. Everything has sort of been exposed into the light, and so now sort of the room is just sort of blending with all this yellow loving Grandma Raquel vapor. And everything is just filling with it. Even this girl is even starting to smile and is sort of a sleep state. She's just sort of cozy now. She doesn't feel the need to keep trying to move on and then being stuck in the same place. She actually just feels like sleeping and being at peace even. And they're showing me how everything is dissolving into the light of love and then the light of all. And so all this light is just healing everything. It is so warm and loving. And there's just sort of, all that is left is sort of beautiful, loving light that is Grandma Raquel yellow. And it's really warm even in my own heart. It feels super warm inside of me. They're showing me how it makes my heart beat with love that is shared with me from another soul, from other souls through their love of each other. And then sort of a bigger message for everybody is that how influential love is when we choose to share it with each other. So not only am I doing this work to heal Maria, but she is healing me as well. And then also her Grandma Raquel is healing me with this sort of loving energy. And then now we all get to experience this sort of wisdom and then examples of what love is and how you heal in the spirit realm, and then just how pain and suffering takes place in other lifetimes and this sort of blends with us. So they're sort of talking about trauma experiences to your soul, Maria. Your soul feels really deeply about certain things, and then it's sort of stuck, and it hasn't been able to just release because you feel so deeply when things happen. And they're showing that the release is actually coming out, sort of lifting out of you. It's sort of like they're showing me what is you was sort of this sort of statue. And now this sort of statue is cracking and opening to reveal a brand new you. This healing is so much that it is revealing a brand new you. And they're saying to fill this, it's sort of like a candy or just sort of like a shell of chocolate, and then the chocolate candy breaks and now we have something new on the inside, and it's like a chocolate bunny or something shell. So I tried to do this last night, and I was really tired, and I just felt like I just must not be following this right, because these images just, I couldn't make sense. And so I just decided, I'll just do this in the morning when I'm rested, just to make sure that the clarity is there. And so what I saw was literally, it started with a chocolate Easter bunny, and you take it out of the wrapper, and then you sort of open it, but it was also like a sarcophagus, and so it was sort of a reflection of rebirth, and it's sort of like, it's sort of like a really sacred burial, but it's not like you're dying, it's you are being reborn, in a very special, profound way. And I don't know what the reference of a chocolate bunny is. Maybe you really like Easter. Easter's sort of like the rebirth of even Jesus, or like, it's just like, Easter's such a celebrational time even for Christianity, and it's just about renewal even. And it just sort of, I don't know, it's just a really warm family time as well. This chocolate Easter bunny reminds me of a lot of different things. It sort of has a lot of different reflections. And so that came up, and I really couldn't make sense of the meaning last night. So I was just like, I better just go to bed. And here I am seeing it, so it's sort of proving to be valuable. And so you're sort of like opening up to reveal a new version of who and what you are. And it is really like, it's time to let go of the chocolate. I don't know what the chocolate Easter bunny has, but to do with anything, but it's just cracking and it's going away. It's dissolving into the old, because you're a new expression of light, and you need to be a new definition of who and what you are. Because when you're reborn in the light, now all this sort of super healing and super cleaning takes place. And so now what? So I'm just waiting right now. They're saying that she is, it's sort of like you had a part of your soul that like had a younger expression, like a child expression that was damaged or hurt, but from some other times, but maybe in this lifetime too. But it's sort of in a really cuddly way in light. It's sort of sleeping in white light right now and healing. The light's touching every part of your soul and sort of healing all of the pain that it has endured over a very long span of time. That's even created these really painful echoes, and sort of soul fragments in these places. And so I'm just waiting. It's like really warm even for me. It's like when you see a kid, like a little child, like sleeping peacefully, you feel peaceful. Because they just have this angelic sort of peaceful expression on their face, They're just in the balance and the oneness, and like such a like expression of love, and innocence, It's like, don't want to disturb that. So it makes me feel that too. It's just sort of in like a really like light purple jammy, like one-piece jammy outfit. It's just warm, how they are. She's sort of cuddling like a little stuffed animal even close to her heart. And she's just feeling so much peace in this resting state. And it's sort of like she's being monitored by angels. Not the one angel, but that I saw from the beginning. But more than that. Other angels. I'm just sort of, I can't really speak right now. Just waiting. Something still I have to do with this. Back in the beginning, I saw that sort of angel that has two sides. A side that is just really trying to express emotion that were really painful and creating a lot of like vibrations of rage even, to help me understand a memory. And then also has a superiorly warm, loving side. She's just sort of standing. She wants me to see now how the space is healing even in my own apartment, because it was important that I acknowledge that my apartment does not have a gaping black hole now. I had to re-solidify my own apartment. Everything, she's sort of really sweet. She has a way, it's sort of like when she wants to get your attention, she will. You can't ignore her. She is a very profound. Everything's just solidifying in my apartment where I saw her. And even her expression is just turning to this like really warm yellow light. It's sort of like just a yellow bird even now. But it's sort of like wanting to showcase the flapping of wings, even like a bird and a butterfly. They both flap wings, right? Wings that take them places. Take them places overhead even. Like you don't have to walk there, you can fly there. To be soaring or just flying from place to place. Really wanting to show a yellow butterfly and let me see what it looks like. There's sort of like a gift that they're giving to me as well, because they want me to sort of sort of have like a piece of this loving yellow butterfly imagery in my own life. Sort of like a special gift of love. It's like I can't take away your beautiful, loving Grandma Raquel, but some sort of like, it's sort of like a picture in my own apartment that you're giving to me, just so I could always have this sort of memory or reflection of this sort of loving way she is. And it's sort of thanking me even. It's really beautiful. And there's sort of like perched on my finger, and then it dissolves into yellow and then goes into my finger. And so now you'll always be a part of my soul even, in a loving way, like soul bond, loving, healing way. So because you've healed me, right? So now you've healed me and I've healed you. So now we both have sort of a loving, healing bond. Our souls do. That's special. So this angel is now coming to me to look me eye to eye. And she's just, sometimes she has angel wings and sometimes she's just like a beautiful woman. But she's really colorful now. She really likes to alter how we perceive colors even. Because she's white, she's pure white, but then she highlights that her hair has colors of yellow, red, and blue in it, and then these piercing blue eyes that just shine through this white, and then she has red lips, so you just see certain fragments of color on whiteness, but you can see her face and stuff in the whiteness, so it makes it really kind of cool, sort of artistic photography, it's really neat like that. So she's just a really smiling, happy woman, and she's really a beautiful woman. She's just sort of like a soccer mom or something, because she likes to kick the ball too. There's something about this soccer playing, but she's just sort of like playing with the kids that are playing soccer, and then she's just turning into a little yellow spark. She's just like turn it from a person to like a tiny little spark, and then just sort of like just still there, just laughing or just enjoying the energy of children having fun. And she just sort of loves that. She feeds off of that. It's just sort of really happy. That's all I've got. She just really wants to showcase love and family and healing, and an expression of just yellow light and connectedness. She was holding like a really big book, and she wants to give this sort of clean, fresh page to you, Maria, of the book, where you can start it's sort of, when I do these rebirth journeys, they do this at the end to signify that the sort of rebirth of a soul is sort of like a reflection of a new story, a new page in a book. So you can write your own stories now. So they're just sort of, everything is just, it's just time now for you. It's sort of like going down a drain. All the healing is sort of complete. It's just time now for you to choose the next thing. But that's so much love. Everything is about love. Just to remember love as how you write your next stories, to write them in words of love, and then fill your book with love, memories of love. It's really what it is. All right, well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed your rebirth journey, Maria, and thank you very much for sharing this opportunity with me. And obviously, it's kind of a unique, different way of healing, but this does work. So be curious to see how you're feeling over the next couple days. You should feel a huge lift of weight, huge. And then you should also feel like a huge sort of refreshing, loving, sacred energy filling you. And they're showing me how these sort of child expressions that have experienced sort of pain, they're in layers of the spirit realm where they are healing in light, and they will rejoin with your soul expression after they've completed this sort of healing cycle. And it does take a couple of days usually that you'll start to feel more and more and more like you're just like bounding with sort of light and energy and just a whole new way of feeling and being. This is really the most profound gift that I could give anybody. It's not only sort of shares wisdom of the soul, but then it also heals you in profound ways. So that is all I have for today. So just thank you, Maria, for allowing me to share this openly on YouTube, and then for letting others see your soul journey, and then the healing of your grandmother, and just all of the amazingness that has been shared in this video is really special. So it's like a gift to all of us. So it's really so kind of you to share that. All right, so I'm wishing everybody the best, and more videos to come.